Hey guys, so nice to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. Marc, I'm the spiritual advisor and coach. And just to let you guys know, I offer one-on-one sessions in the description box below. Welcome to your weekly pick a card. This is pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Every card that I do pull, there are messages from your angels. And please, if you haven't subscribed, I would love you to subscribe to be part of my spiritual family. And let's get started. Welcome to pile number 1. Community. First card I got for you is community. You know, when you're dealing with people in general and connected, your angels are telling me to tell you is you want to stay connected with people. So community. You know, for most of us, the majority of people, we're very spiritual. You could go into spiritual groups. Or have spiritual conversations, whatever way to connect with people, because this is a time of connection, right? This is a time we're going through the ascension about connecting to one another, helping each other, but a community is really stand by each other's side, also standing up what you feel is right in your heart. And that's what you're also communicating with people, as well as you're communicating within yourself. The community is about a strong bond connection of how to be together. So you're connected, and this way you could share, and also you could learn and grow from each other. Because the other way, we all have our own things of learning and growing and responding and behaving, right? Well, we all have our own personalities. We have our own how we act in everyday life and how we respond to things, our own routines, right? So in this case, you know, be you, but also connect with others and learn about them. So this is a learning process for you to go through, about learning on how to love yourself more, learn about yourself, but really more of connecting with people and sharing and opening up and really discussing. The ones that you resonate with, you do not want to be with people that you don't resonate with. I know sometimes it's hard, you know, when you're dealing with family and friends, some of it you may not feel like you resonate with or you're not connecting with them. And that's not what you could say is, that's not my community. I don't want to deal with those people, you know, that surroundings, you know, point of view. But you'll see who you can actually connect with and who you don't want to connect with. So pay attention. The ones that are draining you, getting you tired, you don't want to deal with them. Okay, yeah, you know what? You want to send love to them, never wish anyone bad. But at the same time, you want to connect with people that you're having great conversations, you feel like there's some chemistry there, there's a bond. Because this is a time for spiritual groups connect with each other on how not only do we resonate with each other, but how we get along with each other to help each other through this wonderful spiritual journey that we're going through right now. Now, dealing with, to get on your spiritual side of things, your 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. So the 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. Now that's dealing with opening up your psychic awareness, right? The 7th chakra is right here. So it's opening up your spiritual awareness. That means your subconscious mind is becoming more aware. It knows like certain things that you haven't experienced before, and it could be out of feeling, it could be visual, it could be something that you hear, whatever it is, but it's starting to open up. And the only way it opens up, that 7th chakra right here, starts to open up. And when it starts to open up, then you have the communication from the other side to the earth. You are on the earth, they're on the other side. They communicate back and forth because of that crown chakra right here, that it's totally opened up. But they're saying to ask Uriel. This is really important. Ask Uriel to help you, to open you up psychically. You could go into a meditation, get zoned into the meditation by closing your eyes like what I'm doing, and really focus on opening it up, almost like you could feel energy. So coming from the universe onto you, right? Always coming from the universe onto you. Go right into the crown chakra, right above the head, and almost like dissolving. It's almost like you're treating it like ice to water, water to gas. Okay? So it's really important to really focus on it, get zoned onto it, of knowing that, there's a gap, and we don't want to close the gap. We want to open the gap or open it up, that you have that communication between you and spirit. But always ask Uriel to come forth if you don't know how to open up, and you don't have to do as much of the work. I'm just explaining to you on how you could do it by bringing the energies down onto the crown chakra area, and make believe it's like ice. You're not forcing the energies now, but from the universe, you're bringing it down, right? And you stop it right there. And then right there, you could almost like close your eyes, breathe, put a white light around you, ask the angels to come forth, and almost like you feel that tingling. It's almost like releasing energetically. That's one way to open it up, but ask Uriel, because Uriel will direct you and guide you through it by getting you messages, or just focus on Uriel and call upon him to open you up, and you'll see that Uriel will gradually open you up as you call the angel in. Now, dealing with this is a balance in your life. A balance is so important. Okay, and I want you guys to focus on this. This is, and I know most of you have heard of it before, but this is the yin and yang. The yin and yang. All right, so this is the balance of everything. Asian philosophy, the yin and yang is, and this is how tricky it is, I know, because I went to school for acupuncture for this. Like this side could be the yin, the yellow, okay? And the white side could be the yang, right? But now, so yin and yang. But now this side could be the yin, and this side could be the yang. Whatever's one side's doing, the other side is going to do the opposite. So cold, hot, cold. See how it alters? It's not like 1 and 1 is 2. 1 and 1 could be 11. Right? So there's always altering, but there's a balance here. So that's what I like about this card. It's the yin-yang. There's a balance between the two. Now, dealing with, remember I told you before, with opening up, staying connected, right? Communicating with spirit by that 7th chakra will keep the force going. Because why? Because there's a communication between you and spirit, like I already explained, but there's a balance. There's a balance of everything. That's where the yin and yang card comes in. It's a balance of communicating with them, communicating with people on the earth. That's where the community card comes in. Community, when you're on the earth, you want to connect with people like I just told you. So when you connect with them, you really are opening up. Believe it or not, spiritually you are opening up. Because any kind of thought patterns, there's an energy behind it. And when there's an energy behind it, it expands and grows. We don't realize we could just send love out into the universe, right? And it comes back and we feel that. But also when we're helping people and we're being there by the side, it's a really good karmic thing, because then you're showing them how you care. And from that, you got like a lot of blessings and love coming your way, because you're helping people. So that's why the community card is really, really important. It's about connection with people, but it goes from connection from people to opening up even further to a spiritual connection. Do you see what's going on here? That's where the yin and yang card comes in, the balance between the two. When you have the balance, things will flow better. But we need to make the connection not only with people on the earth, but also on the other side. We can't just say, I just want to talk to spirit and no people on the earth. No, because then it creates an imbalance. That's why the yin and yang card comes in and says, No, 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 no. You need that balance. If you're doing one thing, you have to do another thing for things to flow. And now, because we're spiritually growing and evolving, we need that. We really, really need this. So that's really, really important. So keep that in mind. So remember the balance. Remember about opening up the channels between the earth and the other side, and the connection. All right, so now look at this. Goddess of the moon. Goddess of the moon. We all have our female, male traits. In this case, this is goddess, so of course it represents about female energy within us. We're connecting to the moon. And now what does that mean? Okay, for some of you may be saying like, I don't know what that means, goddess of the moon. Well, goddess of the moon, it actually means get it into the feminine side of you. And look at this, when you're dealing with the moon, you're also dealing with emotions. I'm sure you guys have heard of dealing with the full moon. But now when you're connecting, it's almost like you're getting in touch with your, this is a little tricky here, but you're getting in touch with your female energies, right? And that deals with emotions, and you're getting in contact with them to balance them out. That's why you're connecting to the moon, because you want to balance out your energies, because the moon, for some people, even during the full moon, can make them moody. And that's where the yin-yang card comes in. Like I said to you before, it's the balance of the emotions, you see? But so now here we are again with the female energies connected to the moon. Okay, the moon deals with emotions. Some people say Luna, moon, lunatic. Well, we won't go into that. Okay, crazy kind of point of view. But it's dealing, that's why they call it that, the Luna. Okay, it almost like represents the emotions, like people crazy during the full moon or the changes of the moon. So we need to balance out our emotions by getting into our feminine side, because feminine side is more the emotional side of us, of our being. Okay, so the emotion side of it. Because women are more in touch with emotions than men. Not saying men are not in touch with their emotions now, okay? But women are more in touch with, because they're more emotional. Guys are more intellectual, how the energies are. But that could switch. That's not written in stone here, but I'm just telling you guys a little bit more intellectual. Women are more, or a lot more emotional. But sometimes guys can be that way too. It could be a switch role kind of thing. It depends on how much female energies you have versus male energies. That makes the big difference between the two. So keep that in mind, between the male energies and the female energies, okay? So what you want to do is you definitely want to create a balance, like I just told you, with the yin and yang. I'm repeating this again for memorization purposes, but you want to balance out the emotions, so you're getting into your feminine side, so you want a balance of the emotions, so everything flows in your life, okay? And that's where the yin-yang theory comes in. And then you also want the connection between the spiritual world as well as the earth, as well as, well, when you're on the earth, of course, the community card comes in about dealing with people in general, connecting with them, loving them, being there, evolve with them, and grow, and evolve and ascend. And that's part of the collective of evolving, growing, and ascending together. All right? So, and, and I want to tell you something. When you get in touch with the emotions, you'll be surprised how you can get more and more stable just by rewiring the brain. And this is so, so important. And thank you guys so much, from the bottom of my heart for you being here. I always love to see everyone. And thank you so much for listening. And the best way to support me is to smash that like button. Also, subscribe at Marc Healing Arts about spiritual growth and information that you'll learn so much on each video that comes out on my channel. As well as, just remember, please remember this, to be loving to yourself, caring to yourself, and just take one breath at a time. I'll see you guys next time. I'll see you soon. Take care. I'm Marc. I'm the spiritual advisor for Marc Healing Arts. Welcome to pile number 2. Contract card. This is the contract. At any time, if you are signing contracts, you know what? I think we know this, but at least most of you know that this is the year of the 9. The year of the 9 is getting rid of the old, the new starting. So if you are signing contracts or doing something new, now I wanted to show you this again. Don't be blinded. You see how she's blinded? And she's holding a scale. The scale represents a balance. You need to know when to sign and when not to sign. So if it feels kind of off, or any kind of agreement, or believe it or not, it doesn't mean that you always have to sign something. It could be an agreement between you and your partner, verbal agreement, whatever it is. Always create a balance. That means you're getting along with each other. Maybe you're having problems with your communication. So that means you want to talk to each other and try to work things out instead of just letting it go bye-bye and just it doesn't matter and I'm not happy in my relationship, so I'm just going to let it go. No, you want to come to some kind of agreement. This is about, believe it or not, about really settling your differences and letting old stuff go, and the new stuff can start. So isn't that interesting? You get the card, the contract card. It's saying, before you start something new, make sure you got rid of the old and make sure that this is right for you. And this could deal with, like I said to you before, this could deal with a relationship. Okay, it could be dealing with a job. It could be dealing with, oh God, you could be going away. It could be a rental car, you're agreeing about the car, or whatever. It could be some kind of an agreement. Just keep an eye on that. Again, it could be sometimes verbal, it could be sometimes written. But whatever you're trying to do, what your angels are telling me, whatever you're trying to do, make sure whatever you need to deal with the past is gone before you start something new. That's the main thing. Again, make sure that whatever you worked out in the past that you did, so you can start something new. Like you're going to quit your old job, give notice to go into a new job. You start a new relationship, make sure whatever you need to do in that relationship to clear that up. See, that's another contract kind of way. It doesn't always have to be written, like I said, but it's kind of an agreement, like whatever you did with your partner, whatever you need to do karmically to clear that out, you can start a new relationship. So one thing has to be cleared before you start another one. But it's almost like a contract, right? So like with the girl right here is, don't be blinded by it. Don't be blind. Now, dealing with, look at this, what I just told you about a trip. Well, this is a journey you're going to be taking this year. Remember, things are changing very rapidly. This year, I don't know if you guys know this, but this year, it's going to be like 10 years in 1 year. That's why things are rapidly happening, and they're happening fast. So this could represent either a journey in your life that you're going through. It could be, it could be learning more about you in your own journey. So when you're learning more about you in your own journey, you're learning the different aspects of what you should do, what you shouldn't have done, and you learn from that. Or how do I enhance myself? What do I need to do? You know, for us to feel complete on our journey, what do we need to do to feel? It doesn't mean it's always about going away on a trip, but what it means more that when you're moving ahead and you're progressing part of your journey on this earth, are you progressing? Are you taking the right steps? And what are the steps? See, we have to do this. This is part about planning, about moving forward in our journey. I mean, could it be partly of a trip on your journey to learn, grow, and evolve? Absolutely. But it's also focusing on your everyday life as part of your journey in your life, right? You're always growing, evolving, and you're ascending. So in that situation, it's a journey of moving forward. It's feeling that you know that you are progressing. That's a big thing right there, that you're progressing, that you're moving forward. So whatever you need to do. And the contract card, it's like saying, clean up your mess before you start something new. The journey card, on the hand, is saying, okay, after you clean your mess, which direction do you want to go in? Do you want to start a new relationship? Do you want to heal first and then go on to a new relationship? I mean, I would say to heal first, of course, because you don't want to go from one relationship into another without healing the wounds, okay? Or starting a new job, finishing up the old, going to a new. See what I mean? That's where the contract card comes in, is, did I clear that up to start this? Now I'm on my journey. Okay, am I going on a trip? Am I starting a new relationship? Or starting a new job? Or finding out who me is and what is, like for me, I don't want to talk in third person, but it's like, what does Marc want? What does Marc want to fulfill my needs? Now, oh, this is really unique. This is the Magician and the Mirror. Magician of the Mirror. Now, I want to break this up for you guys. All right. This right here is water. This represents fire, right? Aren't they the opposite, water and fire? They're like the elements. If you go into, if you guys ever took like acupuncture school, I think there's water. I can't believe I remember this: water, fire, metal, and wood. For those who went to acupuncture school or know the elements, right? Well, there it is. There are times in your life when you're looking in the mirror, do you need to cool things down in your life because you're getting on fire? It could be moody, it could be unstable, or dealing with, are you going through a cleansing period that you're doing your inner work and working through it? So when you look at yourself in the mirror, now you're trying to figure out, where am I now? Are you near the cleansing of your soul to grow it above and expand, or you are unstable and you're on fire? That means you're very emotionally imbalanced. You know, like right now, there's a lot of anger, as you could tell, around this world of ours, and we need to cool down. We need the water element more than the fire. Yes, sometimes the fire needs to come into place to stand your ground. Absolutely, not going to say no, okay? But there's a time when you look in the mirror, are you steaming mad? Or are you balanced and open up and expand? I mean, that's the difference between it is. So as you're going on your journey and you're moving forward, where are you? Are you more stable and secure with yourself? Or are you all over the place? You know what I mean? And very unstable. So we want to create the balance of it so things flow better in your life. The other way, if things become unstable, then you're going to be all over the place. And then where are you in your journey when, if you haven't planned or not organized or things are out of control, you don't know which direction you're going into? I'm sure we all know this. When you're lost, it's like, do I go this way? Do I go that way? I don't know. I can't think straight. Like, what's going on here? Right? And that's why this is like a clear period for you guys to clear things up. You know, so when you're in the, and that's where the contract card comes in, about clearing up, making new, moving forward into your journey. So when you move, so you're progressing and moving forward, but you still need to balance out your emotions if you're still firing up, or just keep on working on expanding, growing, and opening and evolving, because that's where you need to ascend more, and that's how you grow and prosper. Okay, now this is Angel of Love. I know sometimes we feel a lack of love, right? We feel lack of love. Well, sometimes in our life, what we need to do is put more into, you can call the angel of love, right? You can call the angel of love, because the angel of love will be by your side. And you can call forth, close your eyes, and ask your angel of love, can you please come forth? And it's okay. It's not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing. And she'll help you calm down, because I know we're going through a hard time right now. I know, And the thing is, but you could call on the angel of love, because the angel of love will give you the love. Sometimes we lack love, right? We don't feel like we're getting the love that we want. So instead of feeling the love, we're more hostile or angry or disappointed or stressed, whatever it is, right? But if you call the angel of love, she'll calm you down of it. Even when you have imbalances of your emotions, like I mentioned to you, the magic in the mirror, you don't want to see that side of you. You want to clear that side of you, right? But the angel of love will give you that unconditional love. And that's her name, believe it or not. You could call it the angel of love. That she will give you the love of God. You'll feel this warmness, this love. It almost like feels warm and comforting and soothing of knowing that you're being taken care of and you don't feel alone. For some people, they're single. They don't have another person in their life. They may not have children. They may want to feel the love. They may feel very disturbed. But when you call the angel of love, she just sends this beautiful energy your way to help you calm down. And guess what? Now we were talking about, remember I told you about the magic in the mirror? Balance out the emotions and learn more to evolve instead of being unstable with your emotions. This way you can move forward into your journey and you can really learn and enjoy everything you're growing from. And part of it is starting fresh, starting from the start again. Not that you're doing it all over again, but something new now. Okay, I worked that way, and now I'm working this way. That's where the contract card comes in. I'm working this way, I'm done with this, I'm going this way. Good, so now I could go on to my journey and keep on moving forward and progressing. Because when I progress and keep on moving forward, then I feel like I'm succeeding. We want to feel that about we're succeeding, we're filling our needs, we're moving forward, we're completing tasks. So we can keep on feeling like we're moving more forward. And the angel of love will guide you and give you that love and support that you're looking for. So this way you'll know not only will you be okay through it, but you'll feel more relaxed in your journey so you can keep on moving forward. It's really important, because the other way you're going to keep on spinning. So just take one thing at a time. Thank you guys so much for listening. It means, from the bottom of my heart, because I always consider you guys as my spiritual family, everyone that's here. So thank you so much for being here. And the best way to support my channel is giving you that thumbs up. Also, please subscribe to Marc Healing Arts about spiritual growth and all this wonderful information that I'll give to you each time when I'm on here. Remember, I'm here for you. You're not alone. Take one thing at a time. I'm Marc. I'm the spiritual advisor for Marc Healing Arts. Take care. Have a good one. And remember, enjoy your journey. Take one step at a time. Hey guys, welcome to pile number 3. Angel of Strength. At times in our lives, sometimes we don't feel strong enough. Even when we're going through tough times, right? Sometimes we just don't feel to push forward. And we feel like we're beside ourselves. And we feel that I can't do it anymore. I tried. And what happens? I still don't go anywhere. Sometimes your life does go in a circle for a while. And what you're doing here is you're refining it, and you're refining it, and you're refining it. Is it a pain? Yeah. But the thing is, but this is part of what you agreed with. You came on this earth and you don't remember it, but you agreed with God and the angels that I'm going to do this. And for me to do this, I have to complete things. And when I complete the things that I don't always want to do, I could then move forward. Because that's why we're here. We agreed, we signed up for this. And we say, I don't want to do this. But we have to build our strength. It's not always about what we visually see around us. It's about having faith and trust. And people say, well, faith and trust in what? How about faith and trust in yourself, the higher power, God, Jesus, or whatever you want to call it? Okay? But what feels comfortable for you, because I'm not here to judge you on your religious, if some people are very religious. Whatever you feel comfortable for, but we need to believe within ourselves. It's not always about seeing, it's really about feeling. But this strength, if we went through hard times and we feel like we're not as strong like we used to do, we can build that back up. But for us to build that back up, we got to make some kind of a plan by saying, this way is not working. How do I strengthen this out? And sometimes it's working within ourselves to improve ourselves so we can move forward. What are the weak areas? What areas do I need to strengthen? And write it on a piece of paper. The first chakra, Archangel Michael. So again, the first chakra, Archangel Michael. All right. The first chakra, for those who are aware, and some people may not be, that the first chakra represents independence. You're grounded. You feel secure. And believe it or not, if the first chakra is blocked, for some people, and I can't diagnose this, so I have to say it this way, for some people they can have a sexual dysfunction. The first chakra affects that. Where is the first chakra? Well, it's right below, actually, let me remember this. Okay, it's right above the belly button area, a little bit, if I'm correct here, a little bit above it. And do we feel secure about ourselves? If we feel insecure, that means the chakra number 1 is blocked. So you ask Archangel Michael, so it's the first chakra, Archangel Michael, to help you. Because we want to feel independent. See like how Michael has a sword in his hand? He feels like he's a leader. Doesn't mean you have to have a sword, but he feels like a leader that he can move forward. He feels secure about himself. He feels grounded. Right? He's really aware about his boundaries. How far can he push? How far could he move forward? Where he needs to go. See, because when you feel grounded and you feel safe and secure, you're willing to take chances, and it could be on anything. A new relationship, it could be about moving into another, it could be a country and you live in the United States. Whatever it is, you're willing to take that chance, but you're very independent, very secure with yourself, right? And believe it or not, when the first chakra is open, people, when they have their first chakra open, they have more intimacy, libido is higher, but at the same time, they feel more secure about themselves and whatever they're performing. It could be intimacy with your partner. It could be working at a job. It could be taking trips on your own. It could be so many things or different challenges that you have to deal with, dealing with the external environment. It could be about weather changes going on. So whatever these are, we want to build, here we go again, about calling the angel of strength, that the angel of strength will help you build your strength, but you have to build it. And when you build more of your strength, and again, you can ask the angel of strength to help you on that, then the first chakra will say, I feel more secure because I feel strong enough. I feel grounded and secure with myself. I feel like that I'm in a good place. When you are in a good place, then you are strong and the strength has increased. Okay. When you feel insecure, dealing with the the first chakra, then you're getting weaker or you don't have the strength. So you need to work on that first chakra. All right, so now, talking about carrying connections is the next card. It's about connecting, loving each other. Okay, in this case, it's about a male and female energies, or it could be dealing with a relationship. Okay, however way it's going to work with you. Could be you're in a new relationship right now, or it could be about connecting with male and female energies from different people. But in this case, of course, it's about a partner, in your life. So something could be coming new, because we are in the year of the 9, so the year of change, so old relationship, or you could be rekindling a relationship. I mean, it could be in so many, different ways. But when we feel, going back to first chakra, if we feel secure about ourselves and we love ourselves, then we can love someone else as well. Right? And there we go, back into the first chakra again. But we need to build our strength and trust ourselves. Whatever we encounter, we can do it. How? Well, because we are trusting ourselves. We need to listen to our intuition more and to go with it. Because the other way, if you don't trust yourself, how do you prosper and grow? So, of course, you're not going to feel your best if you're not. And your strength won't be at its best because of the first chakra, because it's blocked. How do you open it up? Well, I saw this one exercise. It was really interesting I think it was on Instagram. The woman was spinning in a circle. And then I said to myself, oh my, I think you could get really dizzy doing that. A different way to do it is energetically, almost like dissolve it. I like to give a technique. I learned this when my teacher was teaching me, dealing with Tai Chi and Qigong, about doing the dissolving work. And the dissolving work, it's almost like you take that area where the first chakra is, and you gradually, without forcing the energies, it's almost like you're just melting away by feeling the tingling sensation on that area and opening it up, expanding it. So it can be done, because let's put it this way, when you're secure, not only will you have the strength and the power and the wisdom behind you, because the first chakra opened up, but then you could connect and you can love people more. So that's really special, of really loving someone, because you want to feel secure and you have the strength. You don't want to be a weakling and meeting someone and then they're going, you want a relationship? Really? They go, I don't think so, because you're not ready. Because you know why? Because if you're in a relationship that your first chakra is closed and you feel insecure, it could be about a broken relationship. And this could really hurt your heart. And you don't want a broken heart. You see how this heart is broken? You don't want that. I don't want that. It really hurts, as you guys know, the ones who've had relationships even in the past. You don't want that. Who wants a broken heart? I don't want. So it's saying for all this to come together, we need to learn to love ourselves more so we can connect with someone, and we can love ourselves so we can love someone else, because we don't want a broken heart. No. Because if we have a broken heart, and this is where it comes back into the first chakra, well, I'm not feeling good about myself. I don't know what to do with myself. I don't know where to go. So I guess it's probably not going to work. No. That's where you could call the angel of strength. And the angel of strength that says, I'm here for you. I'm here by your side to help you learn, grow, and blossom. I will make you strong even when you feel like you're falling or you're weak. The angel of strength is a blessing that you could call. I know we're so used to calling angel names, but they have so many different titles, and there's so many different angels. There's so many Michaels, there's so many Gabriels. There's so many of all different angels out there. But there's also title angels, like this one's called Angel Strength. Doesn't have a particular name, but the angels is known is to give you the strength, the power. Also the wisdom and the guidance, but really to give you more of that strength. Because when we feel like we're on the floor, we need to pick ourselves back up and then go forward. Because the other way, then the first chakra will say, wow, I'm not strong enough. I feel very insecure about myself. I don't know if I'll ever have anyone to love me and care about me. So you see what I mean? How the first chakra plays a big role in this of how you build your strength and how you love yourself and to love someone else by making that connection. So this way your heart never gets hurt because you're showing yourself as being very independent. And when you're very independent, you could go a long way. And it's not just for a loving connection, but how about for business? How about for being with yourself? Or being with friends or family? Well, whatever it is, you could still have a broken heart. It doesn't always have to be about a relationship. But whatever it takes to work through it, to really heal that first chakra, you can have all of this. The strength. Someone can love you. And your heart will be safe and secure and not hurt. So think about that. That's really important. Thank you, guys. I always know that we go through hard times, and that's why I'm so blessed. That's why I just said thank you. I'm so blessed that you guys are here because I can give you the wisdom and guidance that you're looking for. I'm always here by your side. So don't ever feel like you're alone. But thank you for being here because I love to see everyone because I love my soul family because it means so much to me. Anything resonates with you, if you guys ever want to schedule a session, I'd love to help you, a one-on-one session. Also, best way to support me is to give me that thumbs up. And for those who don't know, you can subscribe at Marc Healing Arts. And this is about, I will share information with you, education with you, all about spiritual philosophies. I'll see you guys soon. And remember to enjoy life because life is so precious. Take care for now. Marc, I'm the spiritual advisor for Marc Healing Arts. Blessings and love to all.